everyone, today I'm here to talk about my reading goals for 2017. I just can't believe 2017 is here. Every year goes by super fast. So as always, I've done several of these videos before. I think every year I've been on this channel, I've done a reading goals, and I always elaborate on my previous year's goals and see if I've accomplished them or not, and then I go on to my next year's goals. So first of all, we're going to begin with my 2016 goals and see if I did all of them or none of them. So my first goal in 2016 was to read 35 books, which I knocked out of the park, honestly. I set it kind of low because I don't ever know if I'm gonna have time for reading because I'm a mom and I have a job, and it's insanity really. But I actually read 61 books, I believe, this year, so I did more than okay, and I don't think I really pressured myself to read. I think some months I did, some months I was just, I'll read if I read. Some months I did feel like I pressured myself, so just to say I accomplished the goal and I'm happy with the books that I read, so yeah, I definitely accomplished that goal. My second goal of 2016 was to reread Harry Potter, and I could finally say I did this goal. This has been on my freaking goal list for the past 3 years, and I've always said reread Harry Potter, reread Harry Potter, and I don't know why I haven't, because I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter is my life. I don't know why I have not. So actually in 2015 I reread the first 3 books, so in 2016 I reread 4, 5, 6, and 7, and actually listened on all of those on audio, and I really recommend that. I loved it. I felt like it was a completely different immersion into Harry Potter because I've seen the movies, I've read the books multiple times, but I've never listened to them via audio, so I think I'm going to start doing that every other year because I enjoyed it so much. Like, I fell in love with the series all over again 10 times more, and I felt like, you know, even though I was listening to them and I knew what was going to happen because I've heard the stories countless times, I still was like cringing and being like, oh no, what's going to happen? I fell in love with the series all over again listening to audio, so I'm so happy I finally accomplished this goal. I'm going to make this a goal every other year because it's just a necessity to reread Harry Potter a lot in your lifetime. My third goal was to keep my TBR pile down. I think I somewhat did this. I felt like it kind of didn't grow, nor did it get smaller. It just kind of stayed the same. My TBR is usually about 15 to 20 books, and when I say my TBR, I mean my TBR shelf, which is right here. Usually at any given time, it's got at least 10 books on it, so I think at one point it got to 10, but then the next month it got to 20, so this is kind of a, I don't know whether to say I accomplished this goal or I didn't accomplish goal. It just kind of stayed the same, so I don't know what to say for this goal. And my last goal for 2016 was to read a classic, and this, again, like my reread Harry Potter, has been on all of my reading goals ever since I started this channel, and I have never accomplished it because I'm horrible. But this year I did, and I am just so thrilled that I did. The classic that I read this year was The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I actually read it this month, so this is a modern classic. A lot of people said, I've asked you guys if you considered it a classic, and a lot of you said you did, so I read it and I really, really enjoyed it. I finally finished my goal of reading a classic, and this was very, very short and I really enjoyed it. And this is like apparently the first ever known YA book, which is awesome that it's a classic and it's the first ever known YA book. Right now I'm also reading Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I'm only about a quarter of the way through. This is a hunker of a book, but I don't think I'm going to finish this in 2016, but I will make this a priority to read it in 2017. So those are all my 2016 goals. I think I accomplished all of them. I'm very happy with all of them. I think 2016 was a phenomenal year of reading for me. I will elaborate more on that. I'm doing an end of year book survey, so stay tuned for that. But like I said, 2016 was probably, I honestly would say, is my best year of reading ever, and that's a lot for me to say because I'm honestly, and I don't want to sound like, oh, busy life stuff, but I really do. I really, really do. You know, some months it's not so busy, and some months I'm like, I can't even see straight because it's so busy. So I'm really, you know, happy that it was such a successful reading year, and it was my best reading year because of I really focused this year more on the quality of books more than the quantity of books. I think previous years I was always focused on, I have to read at least 50 or I have to read 80. This year I was like, I'll read whatever I read. I just want it to be quality books. And I really think that I accomplished that this year because a lot of the books I read were so amazing and full of such good quality, and I really enjoyed a lot of them. So without further ado, let's get into my 2017 goals. So my first goal is to read 40 books. I bumped it up from 35. I'm not worried about this at all. You know, you never know what life's going to throw at you. Who knows? I may become pregnant again. I may have another kid in 2017. I have no clue. But if that happens, I don't even think reading's going to be anywhere near a priority for me. But I think 40 books is a relatively good goal. If I get to it, great. If I don't, that's okay as well. Again, this year I'm going to focus on quality versus quantity, and I think that really helped me out last year and really made my reading year very impactful and very amazing. So my motto for like every reading year is going to be quality over quantity. My second goal is to, again, read a classic. Because I finally did it last year, so I know I can accomplish it this year. So like I said, I'm a quarter way through Little Woman, and I do plan to finish this, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And I think another one I would really like to read this year would be Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and another one would be any Jane Austen book. If I can accomplish these three, I'll be very happy. But for now, I'm just saying read one classic, and that's why I'm starting this one like immediately, because I want to start 2017 already not going to check off my goals list, because that's how I am. The next goal I have for 2017 is to finally read the Young Elites trilogy. This trilogy has been haunting me for years. I have had the first book on my shelf for now 3 years, and the last book just came out, The Midnight Star, and I have yet to read any of these. And I love Marie Lu's The Legend trilogy, and I don't know why I haven't read The Young Elites. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this trilogy, and this is the only goal on my whole goals list that it's really specifically oriented to a book, and I just really want to read these. I have been thinking about them a lot, and I finally, you know, I have no excuse. The whole freaking trilogy is out. I literally have no excuse. So 2015 is going to be the year I read this trilogy. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen. It's 3 books. I could probably read them all within 1 month, and it'll be a great time. So I just really need to read this trilogy. I really need to. It's been bugging me so much. My next goal is to read more diverse books. I think all of us can really do that a lot, and I know a lot this year has become a lot more diverse books, and a lot of people have read them, and a lot of people have gotten awareness about them. And I have read a couple diverse books, not nearly enough as I should, but this year I really want to change that. I want to read more diverse books. I want to read more from, you know, diverse authors, whether it be diverse authors, diverse characters, whatever the situation may be. I just want to read more diversely, because that is this world. I can't just be in this, I can't just be stuck in a bubble all the time and just pretend this is my life. It's not. That's not my life, you know? There's a whole bunch of other things out there. There's a whole bunch of different people. There's a whole bunch of cultures and everything like that. So I really want to read more diversely, and I think it would just be a very healthy thing and a very good thing to do. So I'm really hoping to read more diversely. So if you have any diverse book recommendations, please leave them down in the comments below. I would love to know. I have a couple on my shelf already that I know I want to read in 2017, and I can't wait to read them, but I really want to focus more on reading diversely, because I think it's just an awesome thing to do. So those were all my book goals. Like I said, I usually try to keep them short and sweet. I don't want to pressure myself, and yeah, those are my book goals. As far as personal goals, I always throw a couple in there because I do like having those as well. My one personal goal that I really want to accomplish this year is to lose 30 more pounds. This past year, I went on a weight loss journey. I started in August, which is like the weirdest time ever. Started at the end of summer instead of the beginning of summer. But I started at the end of August, and I've lost 40 pounds so far, which is amazing, and I literally can't believe that's happened, that I've lost 40 pounds. Like, it's like, what is life? But I really want to lose 70 pounds, and if I'm honest with you, I would love to lose 100, but I really feel like it's better for me to focus on losing 30 pounds rather than saying 60 pounds, because that's just a lot for me to grasp. So for right now, I'm trying to focus on losing 30 pounds, and then when I get to 70 pounds lost, I really would love to lose 30 more pounds. If that doesn't happen, that's okay. I feel like 70 pounds would be a great, you know, amazing weight for me to be at. But I feel like if I lose 70 pounds, I will feel very healthy. I'm already feeling healthier now, but I know my body will be more healthy. It'll be, you know, much more healthy in the future. My main goal is, because I want to lose weight, is for me, myself, you know, for my body and my health, but also for my children, because I want to be healthy for them. And, you know, I do want another kid, and my last pregnancy was very rocky, and it was very due to much to my weight, I think. So I think if I get myself in check and get my body in check, I think my next pregnancy will go smoother and more smoothly for my baby, and just all that kind of stuff. If you guys want a separate video all about my weight loss journey and how I do it and how I'm not so great at it and how sometimes I'm good at it, let me know. If I lost 100 pounds, I don't even know. Like, that would just be insanity, but I would love to have that happen. And for another goal, I always say, make sure I really get close to my family and stuff like that. As you've heard me say, I am a mom to a 2-year-old boy, and he requires a lot. He's insane and stuff, but I want to be the best mom that I can to him, and some days are better than others. Some days I'm like, I really rock this motherhood thing, and some days I'm like, I'm the worst mom ever, and that's how it goes. But I really want to focus on being a good mom, being there for him, being there for my husband, who's so amazing, being there for my family and my friends, and just really focus on the important things in life and not so much the materialistic things. So that's another one of my goals. And so those were all my goals for 2017. Hopefully I can accomplish accomplished all of them. If not, that's okay. I try not to beat myself up about it. It is what it is. So if you really enjoyed this video, please let me know. Did you like my goals that I set for myself? Do you think I'm gonna, if I'm setting myself up for failure or not? Let me know. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And I cannot wait to share with you my content for 2017. I love doing this channel so very much, and each one of you mean so much to me, and I love filming these videos for you. It is a lot of work and a lot of time and effort, but I feel like I love doing it, and I love talking to you guys. So I'm excited to see where 2017 is going to take for this channel, if it's going to have some new awesome content, or I don't ever know, but I just can't wait to see where it's going to take us. Enjoy this journey with me of 2017, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.